the donning of the PPE or the personal protective equipment, first we have to find a trained observer and check all the PPE is serviceable. Check each step that PPE has been put on correctly. And number two, we have also do the briefing. We have to ensure all needed supplies are ready to be taken in. Review what will be achieved while in the high-risk area. Also, we have to do the preparation. We have to wear our straps. Supposedly, this will be represents as our strap, washable or dispensable. We wear plastic or rubber boots. We have to remove all jewelries, CP, cell phones, pens, IDs, badges. So we have to remove it. We have also to go in the comfort room to urinate. And then we also have to secure hair, secure eyeglasses. We also have to inspect PPE prior to putting on. Everything available in good condition must be, and the sizes must be correct. Trained observer and healthcare workers review these steps before starting. Trained observer reads before that, the trained observer reads the following steps to the healthcare worker step by step. So what are the steps? The steps are: first, put on boot covers. Then second, hand hygiene with alcohol-based hand rub or soap and water. Then we have also to put on first pair of gloves. Then we also have to put on our coverall. The coverall must be large enough for free movement. Then we also have to tuck the cuffs of inner gloves under the sleeves of the coverall and also zip up the coverall. Next is to make thumb holes at border of the cuff. Then put on N95 respirator. Then cup the respirator in your hand with the nose piece at your fingertips. Then allowing the ties to hang freely below your head. Then position the respirator under the chin with the nose piece up. Put the top strap over your head like that, resting it high at the back of your head. Then pull also the bottom strap over the head and position it around the neck below the ears. Mold the nose piece using two fingers of each hand to the shape of your nose. So it is important that it is important to know that pinching the nose piece using one hand may result in loss effective respirator performance. So next, we also have to complete a user seal check. We have to exhale sharply and inhale deeply. Then we also have to after that we have to put our hood. Then put our hood over the N95 respirator. Then covers all hair, ears, and neck. Put on outer apron, tie with simple bow. Put on outer gloves with outer extended cuffs. We also have to ensure the cuffs are pulled over the sleeves of the gown or the coverall. We also have to, next after that, we have to put on face shield or goggles. We have to use anti-fog spray to prevent fogging. We also have to put in over the N95 respirator and covers all hair, ears, and neck. Lastly, we have to let the trained observer verify all skin must be covered, then comfortable and able to extend the arms, bend at the waist, and do range of motions. All areas of the body remain covered during the range of motion. Then, we are now ready to enter the high-risk area and never tap or adjust the PPE. Alert safety officer. We have to alert the safety officer that we are now, or I am now, entering the high-risk area. First, in doffing of PPE or the personal protective equipment, first we have to take off the PPE only with supervision of a trained observer. Also, the trained observer must reads aloud each step of the procedure. The health worker or the healthcare worker repeats back the steps after they are about to perform. So this is a kind of interview or mutual, like answer and repetition. After that, we have to confirm visually the PPE that has been removed properly. Inspect also the PPE to assess for visible contamination, cuts or tears before starting to remove all the PPEs. If the PPE is visibly contaminated, we have to use the ratio 1:10 bleach disinfectant wipe or spray alcohol-based hand rub spray. We have to disinfect also the outer gloves with 1:10 bleach disinfectant wipe. Then after that we have to remove the apron, then break at neck area break the neck area, start at the neck area. Then we avoid contaminating gloves by rolling it inside to outside. After that, we have to inspect. We have to, following the apron removal, we have to assess the PPE for visible contamination or cuts or tears. If visibly contaminated, we have to use the solution 1:10 bleach disinfectant wipe or spray alcohol-based hand rub spray. After that, we disinfect outer gloves. We disinfect it with 1:10 bleach disinfectant or alcohol-based hand rub spray. We also have to remove the boot covers. How to remove the boot covers? We have to remove and discard the boot covers, of course. We have to use the hand-free approach by stepping on the back of the cover and cover and lift the foot. Then we have to disinfect outer gloves again with 1:10 bleach disinfectant wipe and alcohol-based hand rub spray. We have to remove outer gloves after that. Then we remove and discard outer gloves and do not contaminate the inner gloves during the removal process. Next is to inspect and disinfect inner gloves. So we have to inspect the inner gloves for visible contamination, cuts or tears. We have to disinfect gloves, remove gloves, do hand hygiene and bare hands, put on clean gloves again, then disinfect gloves using alcohol-based hand rub spray. After that, we have to remove our face shield or goggles. Then we remove the full face shield by tilting the head slightly forward, grabbing the rear straps and pulling it over the head, gently allowing the face shield to fall forward and discard. Remove the goggles by lifting back the strap over the head and pulling out away. Avoid also touching the front surface of the face shield or goggles. We also have to disinfect inner gloves with 1:10 bleach disinfectant wipe or alcohol-based hand rub spray. After that, we remove the hood. We have to unfasten the hood first, grasp the back of the head and carefully remove by pulling backwards. Do not touch the inside of the hood. process of suit during the removal. We have to lift the chin, find zip at the level at the belly, then carefully trace the fingers and so up to find we have to trace the fingers up to find the zip top and fasteners with one hand. We hold outside of the top suit with the other hand, unzip and unfasten coverall completely before rolling down and turning inside out. Avoid also the contact of straps with outer surface during removal, touching only the inside of the coverall. Disinfect the inner glove, then we remove and discard the inner glove after disinfectant. Then we disinfect it with 1:10 bleach, disinfectant, wipe, or ABHR spray or alcohol-based hand rub spray. We have to change inner gloves after we remove and discard the gloves. We have to take care not to contaminate our bare hands during the removal process, and perform also the hand hygiene using the alcohol-based hand rub spray. We are to put a new pair of clean gloves, then because we can also use it in removal of N95 respirator. So how to remove the N95 respirator? We have to tilt the head slightly forward, grasp the first bottom tie of the elastic strap. Then we have to then the top tie or the elastic strap will be removed without touching the front of N95 respirator. We remove that. Then we discard the N95 respirator. So this will be the high risk area. Then we have to disinfect inner gloves with 1:10 bleach or disinfectant wipe or ABHR spray. Then disinfect washable shoes. We sit on a new clean surface, starting at the top and finishing with the sole underside. Use 1:10 bleach, disinfectant wipe and wipe down every external surface of the first boot. Then we have to set the clean boot on low risk area. So supposedly there will be the low risk area, and the trash bin for the high risk or the contaminating PPEs will be there. So after we clean the boots, we have to set that to the low risk area. Only the first one, because the second one is not yet clean. Starting at the top and finishing with the sole underside, we use the 1:10 bleach to wipe down the external surface of the second boot. So we also after cleaning the second boot, we have to set our foot, the clean foot, in the low risk area. Then after that, we disinfect and remove gloves with 1:10 bleach or ABHR spray. We remove and discard gloves, taking care not to contaminate our bare hands. Then we reach back and place into the contaminated waste container on high risk side. So we reach back. Suppose we are in the low risk area, we reach back. There's the trash bin to the contaminating bin. Then we perform hand hygiene with ABHR spray. Then we inspect, scrub also. We shower, we clean floor of PPE removal area. Then with disposable cloth, soak in 1:10 bleach solution after removal is complete. So the final inspection for any indication of contamination of these scrubs or disposable garments, the healthcare worker can wear dedicated washable boots and surgical scrubs in the risk area. copious amounts of water or an eye wash solution. That is for the doffing